So apparently these TVs I had back here caught fire for some reason. Somehow the plates in the earth moved together, and we had a minor little earthquake that we didn't feel, but it moved so much that it rubbed two pallets together and caused friction, which made the fire. And then the plastic on the TVs caught fire. That's what happened. Well, party people, it's a sad thing here. This all has to go. Shelby County came down on me. Gave me an ordinance saying what I'm doing out here is not allowed. And it all started right here. I guess somebody's been complaining about the mess, or my scrap pile, and of course the mess. And somebody came through and to get their word across, to get the county out here, set the TVs on fire. So it all has to be cleaned up by December 18th, which is about 3 weeks. 3 weeks to get it all cleaned up. So what's going on now? What I can do is scrap run. Start taking the metal out. And I'm not gonna take much out. I wanted to take things apart, but it's getting late. 3 weeks is a very short time, especially when I'm working so much. So, and then we got Christmas coming, and there's gonna be a lot of stuff, happening. So therefore, the Dumpster Jerry page, YouTube page, is not gonna go away. I'm just gonna have to give it a rest. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it. I said it a long time ago it was gonna happen. Anyways, here we go. Just gonna start loading things up, hauling it in. Okay, load one. Oh man, I wish I could throw more in there, but I got big bulky stuff in there. What we got? A little bit of everything. Oven, mini fridge, dryer, that's the bulk. A couple kid bikes, small little shreddy bills, chairs, yada yada, microwave. All right then, let's see what we get out of this mug. All right then, load number 2. Integrity don't take refrigerators anyways, so I'll have to roll it down to SAP for all the fridges and freezers. And then we just threw in a bunch of other crapola. Then I got a container in here. That top one, the small little bits and pieces of steel, and then in the bottom one I got insulated wire. So let's do this. Back home in Indiana, blah 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 blah. So let's whip the old truck around and just kind of load back up with whatever non-refrigerant items I have, which I think is a washer, dryer, and an oven. And then I'll just stack inside the washer or the dryer the small little shreddy boos I have. Just small little shreddy boos that might be laying around there. All right then, everybody. Baddies. I forgot, look at that. Every time I leave my truck running, I always I can pull the key out, so sometimes I forget to put the key back in. Good thing it was in my pocket, right? There it is. Not scrap, but trash. It's time to clean up the yard, man. I got till the 18th. Today is the 7th. It's my wife's birthday. Happy birthday, Mama Scrap Sammy. Sammy Mammy, Scrap Mama. Happy birthday, baby. I love you. Yeah. So I'm throwing in some pretty big items that I can't fit in a trash bag. I bought 19 construction, the bag of 19 construction bags last night. Got a few out there already. So I'm gonna put all the small stuff in the bags and all the big stuff's going to the dump. I was gonna get a roll-off dumpster. It was gonna be about $325 to $465 for a 10-yarder. I'm like, dude, you know what? The landfill, I guess, or whatever. It's not really a landfill because they recycle a lot of stuff out of the trash here that's getting thrown in there. I know there's landfills out there, but don't be fooled. Those companies just don't bury it in a big old hole, man. They actually, I know for a fact, Republican, and I'm pretty sure this CGS recycling trash service recycles everything. Even our trash guy goes through every single bag he picks up. He's a single guy, and he does it on a side business, I guess. He told me he goes through every single piece of trash, and he even said, hey man, I don't find very many recyclables in your trash, which he's looking for scrap. But these big places that you go to, they recycle everything that's possible, man. All the 1 through 7 recyclable plastics, the cans, any of the metal, of course. They go through your trash, and very little goes in that landfill. That's a fact. I know that Republican, and I'm sure this GCS does the same thing. And if they're doing it, I'm sure like Ray's Trash Service and everybody else, Roach's Trash Service, everybody else is doing it. But anyways, I figured it'd be a lot cheaper instead of getting the 10-yarder. 10-yarder would be a lot easier, but here we are, getting it ready, man. Let it warm up. Got the freezer, a washer, these long boy steel rain gutters, I guess. Chopped up 2 shopping carts to hide. Last time I tried to take in the yellow one, they said they wanted paperwork saying that they gave them to me, and it's like, yeah, they gave them to me, but I wasn't going to get any paperwork because the manager, I don't think, was allowed to give it away. Them bikes, a Haro and a Miraco, but I don't know. I'll come across more. There's always more trash out there. Couple pumps, cast aluminum shits, but oh well. Hey man, it's all gonna pay. It's gonna pay, man. The yard is not really coming together. I mean, it is. Oh yeah, totally forgot to chop up the rest. It was dark out last night, so I gotta get that dude chopped up. I'm gonna dump that off, and then load up some non-ferrous. I got a bunch of aluminum ready to go. Some old sheet and extrusion and just regular clean aluminum ready to go. I don't know, man, I'm gonna throw these in. Throw those in while the truck warms up. So yeah, let's keep rocking it. And I'll probably bust out the old Sawzall earlier today. Make a lot of noise. That's fun. Cool. Dudes and dudettes, another scrap run. Oh my gosh, they are lucky. They are lucky. I mean, they are lucky. I don't know, what do we got here? 540 pounds at 110 a net ton. Came out to like $29.70 something cents. 70 cents, let's say. $29.70. Well, he gave me the money, and I'm like, dude, this is thick. So I count it. And also I got this thing where I like my money all straight, facing the same way, the same, not upside down. It's all gotta be the same way. So I count it, and there's 40 extra there's 2 extra 20s in there. He gave me like $69.70. He only owed me $29.70. He gave me $69.70. I'm like, bro, dude. And he's looking at me like I like he shorted me. I'm like, you gave me way too much here, man. And I throw all the money back down and I give him back my ticket. Like, this is way too much, man. You gave me 2 extra 20s, homie. He was on the phone. They were busy. And he's like, dude, thanks, man. Really, thanks. And I was like, yo, you're my boys. You take care of me, man. I was like, that shit would have really helped me out right now. Like, really would have helped me out, honestly. But you're my boys and you take care of me, and I just can't do that to my boys, you know? You're my boys. They would have found out anyways when the drawer came up short and watched the video, thinking that somebody was pocketing money. Well, they would have saw me pocket that money. And I want to go back. You know? I want to go back. I got a whole bunch of non-fares that needs to go back. Not to mention they got my license anyways, and they would have known, and somehow it would have came back that, you know, and they would have known that I would have known that they gave me way too much. It was just wrongful doing if I would have took that money. If I would have took that extra $40, that would have been some wrongful doing on my part. Even though it was basically Tyler's fault, because if he gave me too much money, it really would have came down on me that it was my wrongdoing and I stole it. I hope they remember that one. Anyways, I wasn't going to walk out there with it. I mean, of course, deep down inside, it was just like, dude, yeah. But no, because they did me right. They did me right. I did them right. They did me right I think it was last year, during the spring last year. Not this spring that we just had, but the one before that, 2015. What would that have been? 2015. They did me right by shorting me, and I didn't realize it because I had a bunch of steel and non-fares. Because, you know, I come in there and I'm like, you know, a lot, you know, I come in there a lot, and I had a bunch of, you know, mixed, and then underneath it I had a bunch of, you know, non-fair stuff that I wanted to turn in. So I went through the scale, dumped the shred, went over the scale, went to the, you know, the little awning thing they got, or pavilion thing, or whatever it is, the rooftop, and dropped off of my non-fares. Well, they forgot to pay me. The non-fares was so much, you know, a bunch of coppers, aluminum, and brass. It was so much, it was like, yeah, like damn near $100 worth. They forgot to give me the $30 for the shred. And the next week I went there, the lady come out and was like, yo, you know, hey man, we forgot to pay you. They didn't have to do that, but they did that. So that's why I did what I did. And I would have just did it anyways. Anywhere I would have went, even if it was a Village Pantry gas station, man, I would have gave them back their money. Because I know how it is running a drawer and being shortchanged. You know, if you gave out too much money. That shit comes out of their pocket. You know? Comes out of their pocket. Anyways. Good deed for the day. Woo! Trash. All trash. I threw all them TV shells in there. Buckets of glass. I mean, buckets, all them buckets. My buckets, I threw in there with glass. Plastic skids, all that shit. All that shit. That stuff ain't mine. Most of this over here is mine, though. Most of that stuff in there is mine. Not the trash bags, but I was filming, yeah. I just now realized, look at this. Wire. Romex. Yeah, we'll be taking that. You know we will be taking that, homies. You know we'll be taking that. We'll be taking that. It's kind of stuck right there. I do have my cutters though. Oh, I had to do another shot. Got that quarter pint bourbon. But yeah, until things blow over, I'll be back on it. They can't keep old tin can down. I used to be Dumpster Jerry. That's what they used to call me on the east side. And I bet if I go back and them people are there, they'd be like, oh, Dumpster Jerry! But they can't keep old tin can down. They can't keep Dumpster Jerry down. He's a trooper, man. He's been on the streets hustling metal. There's times. Damn it, man. There's times I didn't have a job. And that's what kept me going. That's what kept me fed. That's what kept the beers and the pots rolling. That's what kept gas in my car. That's what kept, my rent paid. Was good old scrap metal. Diving, picking. I've been doing it for about 18 years, so man, I don't really see myself stopping, because it's always a good thing to help supplement any kind of income, part-time, full-time. Man, it can happen. You just gotta flip it. Don't be like seeing value. Don't see value. If you pick it out of the trash, don't see value in that. If you need to take it apart, take it apart. But if you ain't got time to take it apart, turn it in, because it's money. Because you just burn up a bunch of gas to get that. And you hungry. You want them dirty burgers, French fries and milkshakes. Turn it in, because you still making money no matter what. That's what it did. It cleaned up the yard. Like, seriously, if y'all seen that before, y'all know. Look at that. There's nothing out there except a few things that I get to keep. So say, per se. That there's only a few things out there that I get to keep per se.